Today, I'd like to show you how to make a Kumihimo bracelet using fishing line we collected from the beach. My name is Angela and I'm off-grid artist. Together with my captain Alex, we are travelling the east coast of Australia on our boat, exploring, crafting and cleaning beaches. We love to dive and spend as much time as we can underwater. Every year, countless marine animals are entangled in fishing waste and poisoned by plastics. We try to make our mark and give back to our beautiful oceans by reducing our imprint and cleaning remote places so that they can remain pristine. Thank you for joining us and welcome aboard. Hey crafters! So I was walking along the beach and I found this pile of fishing braid, and I thought I would love to do a Kumihimo with it. And this is a Kumihimo foam tool, I will say, and I'm hoping that I've got enough pieces that I can cut out of this to make something. Let's see if I can cut enough pieces. So this is the Kumihimo tool. If we follow this pattern, we're going to end up with all these flowers in our bracelet. And so I figured that would be quite nice, but I've only got, out of that fishing line, I've only got 3 blues. So if I want to follow this pattern, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blues. So I need double the amount of blues. I might be able to find something in my stash downstairs. I'll go and have a look. But for the green, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 2 more greens. And so I need another 3 blues and 1 white. I'll save this one for another one and I'll go see what I've got downstairs. So I could use some of these. That's a similar blue. And that would work as the white. Yep, sailing away. Now, I've got to ask myself, do I want this white to be thicker or thinner, and will it look funny? I've got no idea. I don't think it would be a bad thing if this looks like a little puff of white in each circle. So I'm gonna be brave and leave that thick. But because I want this one to kind of blend in with the other blue pieces, what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it into 2s. Okay, now that's much thinner, it'll blend in better. So now I can start, and you could just get all the threads and tie a knot, but I'm going to do something a little bit fancy. So I'm going to cut myself an extra length of green, it's nice and strong, and then I'm going to grab all the ends. Okay, so I've got all of the ends of my pieces. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a knot here. Make that nice and strong. I've made a knot, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this extra piece that I cut and just wind it around. This is really tricky. Just do the best you can, holding and wrapping at the same time. Slowly getting there. You can see that as you push them down, it looks nice and tight, if that's in focus. Once you get started, it is a little bit easier. And so you see how I'm making that nice when I wrap it up like that. It looks much better than if I had just made a knot or something. So I'm going to keep going. So I think that's about perfect length. So I'm just gonna, now I'm gonna bring those ends together, just like that. And then I'm gonna start wrapping around the whole lot. And I might bring it in through the center. Give it a little squeeze. And then I can go in through the center again. Lovely. So now what I need to do is I need to chop some of these off because they're too long. Make 2 more circles. And I'm just gonna So I've left all my pieces that I need and just chopped those ones off. And now what I do is I just wrap this around a little bit more. I don't feel like I did that well enough to explain it, so now I'm going to insert this into the middle, and I'm going to put everything where it belongs. So we've got more green than we've got blue, so the greens definitely go just do them like that. So the blue on the purple and the green on the blue. Just try and arrange them so they're not overlapping in the middle too much. Okay, once you've got them all in the right place, just pull them tight so that the ending is right in the middle. Okay, and this is what it should look like. So you've got 2 greens on the blue, so every blue is a green. So let's double check. We've got green, 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 green. Perfect. And then every purple should be a blue, so blue, 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 blue. And then we've got the white. Now, starting is very, very simple. You just have to always remember where you are, and there's a couple of tricks to that. So the only moves you're going to make, and we'll start on the start, not that it matters, you can kind of start anywhere and it will still give you the same pattern. We're going to pick up the right side of the starting one, and we're going to skip 3. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and we pop it down here, and that makes 3 down the bottom. And then we're going to pick up the left hand side and we're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And then pop it on the left hand side. So we just follow the same thing, keeping it nice and tight. And then once you've done right side to right side, left side to left side, you then turn it anti-clockwise. And now we're going to work with this one. So we're going to go right side to right side, left side to left side, and then turn it anti-clockwise. Right side to right side, always skipping 3. 1, 2, 3. Left side to left side, anti-clockwise. Right side to right side, and left side to left side. If you ever need to tighten it up, just pull them a little bit, but don't forget which one you are on. So I've just finished this one. I'm turning it anti-clockwise, and I'm going to pick up the right side to right side, left side to left side, anti-clockwise. If I can find where the strings. Right side to right side, left side to left side, anti-clockwise. Right side to right side, and left side to left side, anti-clockwise. Right side to right side, and left side to left side, anti-clockwise. Right side to right side, skipping 3 always. And if you ever want to stop, which you will need to regularly because it gets a bit of a tangle down here, and so every now and again you have to use your fingers to brush out all those knots. But if you ever want to leave it, make sure that you leave it with 3 together. And what this means is that you'll always know when you pick it up where you were. So I know definitely that I'm picking up the left side and going to the left side and then turning anti-clockwise. And so I'm just going to brush all my strings. I'm going to take this opportunity to pull it tight. And then I'll keep going until I can see the pattern a little bit, because I just want to make sure that it's nice before continuing. Always the same, anti-clockwise, right side to right side, left side to left side, anti-clockwise, right side to right side, left side to left side, anti-clockwise, right side to right side, left side to left side, anti-clockwise. So I'm just going to sit back, enjoy the sail a bit, and I will show you as soon as I've got a bit of a pattern going on. Here it is, all finished. The flowers don't stand out a lot, but I still love it. I'll do another video on the endings, but for now you can make a knot and then separate the threads into 2 plaits to be able to tie it on. Feel free to get creative and add beads or pearls. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting, everyone.